Yo, what is up guys, this is FullySpaced and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing how to create kind of different kind of tree designs. I've got 5 custom tree designs here. I'm going to give you a little tip now. If you want to go over to Google and you Google tree designs or trees in general, so you can see like real life reference images and then try and build them, it makes life a lot easier. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. So that is a little tip there. So we've got a different array of trees. We've got a dead one, a pine one. I'm kind of slightly dying one. I'm not really sure what you would call this. A small little willow tree type thing, and then we got this large kind of a spruce tree, one that you would kind of see in one of those kind of giant forests. Obviously it's got nothing compared to the trees that are built over there. They're absolutely huge. They're actually slightly out render distance, so you won't even be able to see the stalk of that. The stem, stalk, tree, stump, that's the one we got there in the end. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to show you how to kind of create these trees and give you a few little ideas. Anyway, if you're new here as well, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, it would be awesome if you guys would like to join a Discord. We recently just got one of those sorted and everyone's been really nice there. It's been a great little community. But let's get on to this video. Let's stop rambling on and just get straight onto it. So yeah, let's start off with this first one. So we're going to have a dead tree, simple one here. All I did for this is just build up at the center point here. I'm going to cut my render distance just down, just so I don't have to look at that in the background. But yeah, I started building up like so, and then I just went around the edges at different heights here, and you can use things like slabs as well to create a different kind of height difference in the kind of build. So using slabs and other kind of, you could even use stairs if you would like. You can create different heights which give a lot more to the build. So it's just something like this will give you a nice little base. Then you can slab up the different parts. You don't want to slab up everything because it will just look horrendous. Do not recommend that. And you can use fences as well for like some broken sticks and things, so you can have them around there. And then once you get to here, you can kind of just branch off upwards into whatever direction you want, like so, and something like that. And you can already get one dead branch there, and you can create whatever you want as well. So also when you're building trees, be careful of the way you place the logs because they come up different ways here, as you can see there. So it's really up to you, unless you use, I believe it's a wood block, which is a full one, which makes some of it look a lot better. These bottom bits do kind of look better in the oak log variant. So it's really up to you how you want to do that one. Next up, we have a kind of a spruce tree here. You start off really simple, just go into this middle point, building straight up to about I think that was like 9 or something. And all I did was grab this leaf block, place this around the side, and then once I got here, you go 1 block down, skip that 1 block, and then you just kind of extend by 1 block around this whole thing, and you get yourself a nice little tree, something that looks like this, and then just trim out the edges. So maybe something like that. And then yeah, and then you come down 1 more layer and you just kind of extend it past that by 1 as well. So you create this little downwards kind of thing. So it starts off thin at the top, gets bigger as you go down. Nice little simple one there too. This next one is a bit more harder. It's just like a slightly dying tree. It's falling over. So what I've kind of done here is I've got a different array of kind of logs here that kind of branch up to this middle point, which is going to be about here. And then you kind of just get some more logs that kind of float up and drift between them, so you get this kind of gap in the middle. So you got actually a little gap here. That one's a bit smaller, so it would probably be something like this. And then obviously you can play around with different kind of log placements. And then from here, you just kind of move the logs in this kind of direction, so you can have it something that looks like this. And then from there, you literally just fill it with leaves. So nice little simple one. You can fill leaves all around that, and then slowly just add a few different like leaves around these parts, and they will just, you know, fill in a bit of space and give you some nice designs. You can use a mixture of different kind of leaves as well. I am using Germs Better Leaves Resource Pack, which is absolutely perfect for just, you know, slightly adjusting your survival world or the normal resource pack and just giving you these bushy leaves, and they just look so much better when it comes to building these trees too. So I'd recommend using that. Next up is a willow tree, nice and simple one as well. Once again, you're going to start off by just placing a block straight in the middle here, and then once you get to however high you want it, you can kind of just branch off in the side, maybe something like this, and then you could do something like that, and then just simply fill in the leaves around it. So you can have just leaves going around like so. Always when I place leaves, I just generally spam leaves first, and then I fix it later on, so you can have something like this, and then you kind of branch it upwards. So yeah, it's really up to you what you want to do with those. I'm just going to leave that there and not break it, because yeah, why not? But yeah, you can actually extend the bottom, so you can have things like slabs and have different kind of heights on these. But I wouldn't keep it too crazy at the bottom. This is quite a small tree, so something like that would be pretty simple for it. I wouldn't play around with it too much. I can see here I've got a little kind of branched off root here, some fences under it and some slabs, so just one you can play around with. Our final one here is just a large spruce tree. Literally all I did for this is just build it straight up as high as you want this thing. You can make it absolutely huge if you want. You could make the bottom thicker, you could do whatever you want with it. And then as you can see, if we go over to somewhere like, where is it? Here, so it's something as simple as literally just throwing pieces off, and you can occasionally extend them, something like this, which will just give you that opportunity to then fill around it. And if you just add different kind of length for the branches, when you fill around them, you will get all these different kind of gaps and things, which really create the tree itself. So it's just one of those that you can kind of play around with here and there. And always playing around with trees is mostly just experimenting. So it's really up to you how you come around with this. Don't be afraid to spam the leaf block as well, because that's kind of how you'll end up with some of these designs. But yeah, you can see here it's slowly already starting to take shape like this one. And then from the top you would do whatever you'd like, so you can just create something like that. And then obviously you'd thicken it out a bit more on this bottom section, and then you could have maybe a few more branches and things down here. Really up to you. Make it how you want it. Don't worry about how it looks too much, because it's gotta look natural. It doesn't have to look perfect, and I think that's the biggest issue that people have, is trying to make everything look perfect. So just play around with it, create however you want it. Try not to make things look perfect, because it doesn't really work when building natural things. It just looks out of place. So you know, I always have that issue as well, where you feel very you want it to be perfect, but at the same time it doesn't give the real life effect of actually being a tree. It just kind of feels very forced and looks very wrong. So don't be afraid just to spam those blocks down and then kind of go around and fix it up later. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I gave you a few little tips on how to improve your trees. And yeah, I'll see you all in a bit. Peace.